All right. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate everyone coming in. Today I'm going to talk about the COBOTTA and how to program the COBOTTA in our COBOTTA World app. This right here is the 6-axis COBOTTA. It has an optional gripper, optional camera. It also has an optional vacuum gripper that you can have as well. This comes in one size. I believe it's 300 and let's see real quick. It is the arm reach is 342 millimeter reach. It's a 0.5 kilogram payload and 0.5 millimeter repeatability. And so here you can see they designed it so that it is fully collaborative, where there are no sharp edges. It's all rounded. There are no pinch points as well, so the joints cannot go and touch each other where your fingers will get caught in between. For this optional gripper, you can also have your own gripper as well. This is just optional electric gripper. If you take it off, you can have your own pneumatic gripper or electric gripper as well. So today I'm going to show you the COBOTTA World app that we have to program the COBOTTA. You'll need an Android tablet. We don't have an Apple app for COBOTTA World yet, so it's only compatible with Android. So if you do have an Android, you'll go to your Play Store, and then you'll just search for COBOTTA and COBOTTA World. Then you can just click install. I already installed it, so this will stay installed instead of open. So once you install that, it'll be on your homepage app, COBOTTA World. And actually, let me exit, and I can just restart it here. So here's our COBOTTA World app. And so for COBOTTA World, if you have an Android tablet or an Android phone, you can, if you have the COBOTTA hooked up to Wi-Fi and your phone as well hooked up to the Wi-Fi, you can connect to through Wi-Fi, so you'll have connectivity wirelessly. You can also connect through USB. So if you have USB tethering, we have 2 USB ports in the back, so you'll just connect it to your tablet or your phone, and you can use it through USB. But for this one, we'll do Wi-Fi. Connect. You guys can see this, right, Brian? Dave?
Yeah.
Okay. And so here we're going to go through Maintainer app. So password. We'll click Login. This is just the motion prep. We won't go through this section right now. So here it comes up, the app comes up. We'll start a new program. There are multiple buttons here. This is the connectivity button, just to connect and disconnect from the robot. Your speed button is here, so you can make the speed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in increments of 20% for the robot. This is this is just more options and settings. This is for direct mode, and we'll get into that a little later. This is for the camera, taking a picture, and I forgot what this button was. I think it's for something to do with the camera. I believe it's like contrast. So let's go ahead and create a new program. Oh, let me show you some buttons in front of the COBOTTA. Can you guys see that? So here is the direct mode button. The direct mode button is to put the robot in direct mode where you can move it freely like I'm doing now. You can also push it to program points on the fly. So once once I move it here, I can press the button and it will program the position in the position variable that you set. This plus and minus button is for the gripper. So if you see this gripper here, it'll close slowly and open slowly because it's a collaborative robot. So it's not going to do it quite fast. So you can see the grippers opening and closing, and you can program your gripper position as well. So those are the 3 buttons that we have. All right, so let's go through a new program. Here we'll click New Program. Click New Program again. Here you could just have abundance of colors to, just for fun, pretty much. But to program your, put a different color for each of your programs, so you can see. Maybe you have a pick and place program, it'll be all blue, or you can have palletizing programs, will be all red, things like that. Let's name this. You can name it. Let's go pick. Place. Pick and place. Okay. And so now it puts a default program here with a start and an end on the left side. So the left side of the program is how your program will flow. It's a top, it will run from top to bottom. So it'll just put a start and an end automatically. And on the right side is where all the settings and of that function will be. So for instance, the start function has these settings. The little COBOTTA guy will tell you, what you need to do, and then if everything is okay before continuing. So you can see that there's a yellow exclamation point up top, and it's stating that this function is not entirely fulfilled. You have to finish this function before saving and before the program will start. Or I'm sorry, not will start, but will run. So for here, it says register the position, and that just means we can register a start position. So I'll just sort of like a home position. So I'll just put this as the home position, or I'll do it like this. Do that as the home position. We'll click register. And then you can see it says save, and it's sort of blinking, so you can easily see what you need to do. Let's say you didn't click save and you went to another function. It says, while editing, are you sure you want to cancel these changes? That just means that you didn't click the save button. So I'll click cancel, save. And so now I can go from function to function. So it's very user friendly in the GUI, stating instructions of what you need to do, and also stating that if you didn't save, you need to save, do you want to save, etc. So now that we registered the start position, we can go to this plus, which means add a function. And so here we have multiple functions. Copied items is you can actually copy and paste a function that you already made. So we'll look into that a little later. So here we have our move functions. So we have move to a point. We can actually record moves, move recording with the vacuum, but we don't have the vacuum attached, and then pick up using the camera. Here we also have the camera app and all its functions. The hand functions, which are the gripper functions. If you have the vacuum, it has the vacuum gripper function. Our flow is more of sort of like a logistics. If an IO is, oops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Delete that. So flow, so it has a if, else, repeat, and that just means like sort of like a do while, but it's repeating the program or parts of a program. Wait is just waiting for a certain amount of time. you have this call a job, which is calling subprograms. So you can make a program and call subprograms as well. So here we'll just do a simple move to point. And we'll pick up this block. You guys can see that block. And so here again, it has instructions. COBOTTA will move to a registered position. So we have to register our position. And right now we have it in direct mode. So I'll take it off of direct mode. And you can see that the LED turns green. So which means it's you can't move the robot. So if we go in direct mode, which is this, click OK, it turns blue, which means it's in direct mode. And then I have to hold down this button. Now it's a solid blue, which means I can freely move the robot. So here we'll make a point to pick up this part. Just do it like that. Then I'll close the gripper. Okay. So right now, that's my pick point. I'll click register. And you can see that the functions on the bottom for speed are available now. So I'll just put it at fastest speed. I'll click save. You can see it's blinking again. And then the exclamation point is gone. So it means this function is now available to, or it's finished. So here it says move path point. You can also edit this and say, this is my pick point, so that it's not confused with any other move that you program. So now here it says pick. So again, let's do another point here. And then you can just say move up, register, save. Go to another. Oh, actually, let's do a copy and paste so you guys can see that. So here we already made a move. Now we can do a copy and paste so that we don't have to keep pressing add, move, add, move. We can just actually do a copy and then paste. And then we can move this over. Click register. And then actually paste again. See, I missed the save button, so click save. Paste again. Go down. Register and save. And actually, we forgot to move. Forgot to add the gripper. So let's add this gripper. So hand, grip. We're going to open that or close it. Hand force. In the motion allow, this allows you to hold this down and click OK, and you should be able to open and close the gripper. But here we'll save that gripper. And at the very end, you can actually hit this and say place too. So we know this is the place. We will add gripper release. So we'll open that, and then I can use these buttons to release. Close. Click save. So now it looks like we have our simple pick and place program. Let me actually open the gripper. So I'll copy and paste this too. So when we want to start our program, we want to make sure the gripper is open. So I just copied and pasted that grip release in the beginning of the program to make sure it's open when we start. All right, so it looks like we're finished. We'll go back. We'll go to the pick and place program and click run. Or actually, it says here, please change back to normal mode. The reason why is we're still in direct mode where we can move the robot. So we have to uncheck the direct mode. You can see that it turns green again. And now we can run this. So this part was, so it goes to the home position. Starts picking the part up. Moves it over. And it releases. And so right now you saw that it only did one cycle. And the reason why it did one cycle is because we don't have that this repeat process in there. So if we add this repeat process, which is in flow, you can say how many times you want to repeat this process. So say there's 2 parts in this matrix parts. Click OK and save. You can see that this repeat end is here. You can't move this, so you have to move what you want to repeat in the middle of this process. So we're going to drag and drop all of this, which is actually pretty user friendly as well. I forgot to mention that we can drag and drop. And so now this repeat end is here. The repeat start is here. So everything in between is going to be repeated 2 times like we stated. So if we go back now, pick and place and run. It should go to the home position and pick up this part. Let me get another part ready. Oh. That was a user error there, folks. All right. So did you see it knock over the part? And the reason why it knocked over the part is because I am a terrible programmer. The reason why is because obviously the robot doesn't know the part is there. So you have to program it to go back up to that point. So here it says release, and then we just have to go backwards with it. So if we do, well, this is place. So if we do this, and we copy and paste it here, then do, where's the place? So here, copy, and paste this here. I think that's right. Yeah, that should be good. So all I did was reverse it, and it should go up and over now. So let's try that one more time. Hopefully it goes in. There go. Go down. Apart again. And that is it. All right. So what other things that I need to go over? Oh, so let's go over and test how you can, actually, let's do a new program. So that was just a simple pick and place program using COBOTTA World. You can also use the virtual teach pendant in WinCaps 3 that we have for all of our industrial robots and program WinCaps that way. Program the COBOTTA that way. You can also use a virtual teach pendant and program the COBOTTA as well. So let's do another new program and we'll show you the record function. So let's register this position. On the button. Now it's in direct mode. And we'll say register, save. And now we'll add a move. And instead of a move point, we're going to do a move recording. And so here we can start record and start moving it up and down, side to side. And we have 2 minutes of recording. I'll click stop. So right now we have that recorded and all these options become blue after we stop the recording. The smoothness level is if it's it'll make it either jumpy the way we recorded it, or we can have it super smooth where it's gonna go and sort of do blended moves with all the recorded points that we have. Speed, just make your speed 1, 2, or 3. Let's do 3 for now. And save. This move start position, move to end position. Is just showing you where it started and where it ended. So do this with the laptop. Control Shift OK. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll have to look at this another time. But if you do this on your tablet, I don't have a touch screen. If you do this on your tablet, if you do move to start position, it'll just move it to the beginning of the record. Move to end position is the end of the record. So since we did that recording, we can go here, go to the record. I'm off direct mode, right? Yeah, take it off direct mode, click run. Yes. And so this is the entire recording, what I just did. So just say, for example, you have not a CNC, but like a machine with a door that you want to put the COBOTTA in and out of. Instead of programming multiple points, you can program it to go into the machine and out of the machine the same way with one function instead of multiple move functions. So that in itself is a very nice feature. And I think that was it for the day. So did a pick and place program, showed you all the functions, showed you how to download the COBOTTA World on Google Play, showed you how to go to direct mode. Showed you how to do a recording. So I think that was it for the day. If you guys have any questions, please let us know. And thanks for coming. see, I'll go here. Chat. So I'll go over the Q&A questions. Give me 1 second. So George Mahoney, he asked, is there a way to tether directly to the COBOTTA using a USB cable without an internet connection? So yes, you can. Well, David already answered it, but yes, you can. There are two USB ports in the back, as well as a LAN Ethernet. So you can do either way. You can, if you have a laptop, you can connect through Ethernet. If you have this connected to Wi-Fi, as well as your laptop or tablet, you can connect through Wi-Fi. And if you have USB, you can connect directly to your Android tablet or Android phone. Unlock tablets. Let's see, Android smartphones can also be used. COBOTTA World. So yeah, I went over all these options. All right, so Steve Wolfer, is the base fastened to the table? No, I have an aluminum, or I think it's an aluminum base at the bottom. We sell that as well. It's an option. So it is a, oh, I'm sorry, cast iron. Cast iron base, yeah, it's fairly heavy actually. Has enough mass to counter the COBOTTA. Anti-vibration grommets on the bottom, so they're rubber stands on the bottom. What is shown in this demo is the COBOTTA mounted on our optional base. So yeah, like I said, this is an optional base that we sell for the COBOTTA. And to allow the user to pick and move the robot to other applications. COBOTTA base comes in two parts, an upper and a lower section. So the upper can remain attached to the COBOTTA and it can be easily transferred to different features as needed. COBOTTA bolt mounting pattern is available in the manual. It's also possible for the customer to create their own base. So yeah, thanks guys for answering that. And are there any other questions that I missed? I don't see any. Oh, you have the mode lock password on your COBOTTA. Oh, that's private. I got to update my ROM for the COBOTTA. But in any case, I will stop the recording here. So thanks everybody for joining, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.